King's victorious, but Next Level just stomping. Oh my God, that Next Level is unhinged. They are taking out OAO.
Yeah, Anthony Greene coming out, joining the attack, and things getting out of control here.
I mean, certainly Island Kings ain't nothing to mess with, but OAO taking the brunt of devastation from now all members of Next Level, because here's Anthony Greene, and Troy Hollywood, quick to follow.
Yeah, indeed, Troy Hollywood realizing what's happening. You gotta think Hollywood is preparing for his matchup against Anthony Greene.
And now seeing what the rest of Next Level was doing to OAO, everything is completely dissolved here in the ring.
Yeah, absolute insanity. And I think we're going right in here.
Kai Douglas looking like the official start to the FIP Florida Heritage Championship as OAO and Next Level are fighting all the way to the backstage area.
Indeed, it's now just Troy and Anthony Greene, and I think we've went right into our Florida Heritage Championship match.
Here we go. Troy Hollywood, so much to prove in this match, proving that he's still got what it takes, and he should be the FIP Florida Heritage Champion.
When you think about how Troy Hollywood became the Florida Heritage Champion, winning the one-night tournament, so many great matches as champion, and to have that taken away by outside interference, how frustrating. And hopefully with OAO and Next Level fighting to the back, it's going to be one-on-one here in our main event. Certainly,
you got to imagine, I mean, hadn't Anthony Greene been the one that said he didn't want OAO at ringside for Troy Hollywood in the FIP Florida Heritage Championship match, only to then have what then became Next Level come out to help him?
That is an absolutely great point. Once again, to reiterate, it was Troy had come out with Scoop Strikes Hunter Law, and indeed it was AG was the one that said, you don't need these guys out here, fight me one-on-one. And then of course, Brian Idol getting involved, Andy Brown coming in there with a package pile driver, taking out Troy Hollywood, and indeed a new Florida Heritage Champion. And you got to think for Troy to finally get that chance, get the gold back, become a two-time Florida Heritage Champion, how good would that feel?
Troy Hollywood really punishing AG for everything that happened at Battle of the Belts, and then some.
Well, and let alone AG getting into the business of OAO, and once again, Next Level perhaps arguably costing the Tag Team Championship for OAO. For sure it didn't help the situation, and then Anthony Greene joining the attack. I mean, AG has had an obsession since coming to FIP with the Florida Heritage Championship pinfall.
I mean, certainly AG knew the entire, the legacy, the tradition, the heritage, the lineage of Florida Heavyweight Championship holders. And now AG has etched his name alongside Dusty Rhodes, Ron Simmons, Terry Funk.
I would say, absolutely. Again, it was an obsession since day one, as well as trying to stir the pot with OAO. Just about anything Greene could do to help create some dissension in the ranks, that was AG's mission. And the alternative now is going to be pleased with his dirty work.
AG said that he is looking to become the greatest champion in the history of this company. So I mean, what a way to do it than to retain your championship right here to start the new year. Then again, the title in question.
And you got to think Anthony Greene, one of the hottest talents on the independents right now, and got to be really excited to kick off 2022 standing atop Florida Wrestling as the Florida Heritage Champion, but hey, easy come, easy go.
You know, before the Battle of the Belts, Anthony Greene boasted that he knew that he was in Troy Hollywood's head. And you gotta wonder how much more space he's renting there since capturing Troy's title.
And how about the fact that AG sending Troy Hollywood a Christmas card?
Yeah, I actually asked about that, and apparently AG went through the effort of finding Troy Hollywood's address and sending him a Christmas card to gloat. And now the cover.
Yeah, just remember, it's Troy Hollywood holding that card up and light it on fire. Everything burns, he said. And, you know, again, I think Troy accepted the fact that, hey, AG, you use your friends, I have friends too. You know, arguably you beat me to the punch, but what a chop. You gotta think though, as much as Hollywood tries to let things roll off, this had to be in Hollywood's head for the last 2 months. Just knowing that your championship was stolen from you. A championship that Hollywood worked so hard. We talked before about how Ohio has grown up before our eyes here in the World Wrestling Network, and everyone's so proud of Troy Hollywood. And you know, you got a guy like Anthony Greene comes in and steals it.
You're absolutely right, Trevin. And now looking again.
And for AG, I mean, in AG's mind, you said it. He not only is proud to represent the lineage of Florida professional wrestling, but you know, in Greene's mind, he's the best wrestler, not just in Florida, in the world.
This is very
and
true.
he'll tell you. He'll tell you.
Ad nauseum, he will tell you.
I've never seen a man more proud of himself, and you know, again, arguing himself and Andy Brown, Brian Idle, Tracy Nix, overlooked under certain situations and said, hey, you know what? We're on a next level. And of course, if you look closely, you can see what they did there.
We do see what they did there. Now Troy Hollywood trying to do everything in his power to break out of this side headlock from Anthony Greene. And Troy Hollywood, you did say he kind of shrugged off the loss. But you know it has to mean more to him than that. And you can see the pain, the desperation. That kind of momentum could help Troy Hollywood break through in this match.
And Hollywood's definitely a versatile competitor, but truth be told, so is Anthony Greene. I think Greene's one of those guys who's incredibly difficult to scout coming into a matchup. You just never know where he's going to come from, what he's going to do, and if there's anybody who's going to use every rule in the book to his favor as well as break them, it's Anthony Greene.
Well, he has this encyclopedic knowledge, Anthony Greene, of everything pro wrestling, whether it be lineage of champions.
Could it be Walk of Fame? Sorry to interrupt. No, AG fighting off.
No, Anthony Greene. Oh, no, now great minds thinking alike. Oh.
Literally great minds thinking alike. Both throwing kicks and strikes, and both men go down.
Unbelievable. You can see how evenly matched these competitors are, and Anthony Greene looking absolutely stunned and trying to, I guess, rattle his mind, get his brains back in order and focus in on this match. This is someone, Anthony Greene, who's experienced high stakes before, and no higher stakes now than setting off 2022 and retaining that FIP Florida Heritage Championship.
Hollywood to his feet first, but AG not far behind in the alternative. I was going to say looking like he's in trouble, but immediate return fire.
Now jockey for positions, back and forth momentum.
Duke comes up though, and hey, how about this? Hollywood, the half crab. Could you imagine? Look at the pain etched on the face.
Oh, Anthony Greene, he was thinking about it. And now Troy Hollywood dragging him even further from the ropes. There is no reprieve in sight for Anthony Greene. He has got to make his way over.
Beautiful positioning here, but AJ does get that hand to the ropes, and I don't blame Hollywood for taking his time releasing.
Hollywood frustrations mounting. He had AG right where he wanted him in the center of the ring with that half crab, but AG able to maneuver himself. Wait, and now just taking the title?
Oh, you're kidding me.
What? I hate to say it, but a wise use of the champion's advantage on behalf of AG. You talked about utilizing every rule in the book, but Troy Hollywood falling behind.
I was going to say, I think the saying, when the going get tough, the tough get going, doesn't exactly mean that for the alternative, but Hollywood now pounding on AG. And I don't blame Troy Hollywood for breaking that count, getting out there, catching AG, and not letting the man run away, the man that you believe stole your championship.
AG knew with the champion's advantage that he can get counted out and retain. Oh, no!
Hollywood kicking that post, and we're up to a 6 count here, and I think AG's got something in mind. Ooh! Chop into the post himself.
What a deafening thud. Troy Hollywood tees off on AG.
And that punt kick, we've seen noses broken and more orbital sockets as well by Troy Hollywood when he catches you right with that punt kick.
Troy Hollywood breaking the count, taking this match back inside the ring, the only place where the title could change hands.
Could you imagine the elbow connects? Is this it? Pinfall. But a 2 count only. And Alyssa, I'm not going to lie, know we're supposed to be impartial, but man, nothing would warm my heart more. Nothing would make 2022 kickoff better for Troy Hollywood to regain that Florida Heritage Championship that was stolen.
You and Hollywood both, you could see the look on his face, cycling through that mental tool chest of possible maneuvers, looking for potential pedigree, but no! AG tossing over the top ropes.
And this battle continues here, but Hollywood gets out of the way of AG with the boot. And I don't like.
Oh, this might not be pretty, Trevin.
Do not like this setup here. You got to think right now.
Both competitors on the apron. Anything can happen.
Bad things can happen.
Oh, clothesline back into the ring. And AG up on the top. Is he walking, talking, flying?
No, roll through by Hollywood. A big senton. And the pin. No, but now the crucifix pin. Ah, 2 count only again. Bicycle kick rocks the champion.
Oh, and a kick of his own to return, and AG just falls upon him.
About as close as things can get right there. You are right.
That wasn't even a cover. That was all of the energy leaving both competitors' bodies at the same time.
And at the last possible moment, Troy Hollywood getting his shoulder up, and you can see Anthony Greene trying to even regain enough faculties to understand what he's doing and where he is.
And just that quickly, focus back on Troy Hollywood here in the main event of Everything Burns. Looking for that so much prettier, if that's it. Oh no, shoved off by Troy Hollywood.
That was smart. Hollywood had it scouted, able to get the boots up, but guess what? It was Greene who had that scouted. And not just that.
Oh no, and now the, oh my gosh, the cover to retain.
No. 2 count only here. Look at frustration on the face of Anthony Greene, and you got to think for the alternative, man. He had to think that was it. His opponent was hooked in the ropes, tossed into the ring, and instead here, Hollywood showing signs of life, and AG all frustration.
Will the frustration propel AG even further in this match against Troy Hollywood? That intensity, that is lighting a fire in AG.
Yeah, both men here just throwing bombs. I don't know how either man is standing, let alone how hard they're slugging it out. You hear that?
I don't think anyone in the 5-mile vicinity couldn't hear that.
Palm strikes here from Hollywood. Hollywood coming to life. Kick connects as well.
Ferocious from Troy Hollywood.
Man, I'm looking at 2 athletes, and just when you count one out, the other comes back to life here.
So much prettier. Can he hit it?
Greene's attempting, but Hollywood again, not only the scouting here, sleeper hold connects. And you can see AG is struggling and able to break things, but just barely.
No, Troy Hollywood right back on it.
And in the center of the ring, the body scissors on as well. Lights could be going out any moment now.
This is taking out the air supply. This is taking away the blood to the brain. This is taking out AG.
Wait, what is going on here outside of the ring? And
oh no!
And they just went down for the 3rd time, and
but our referee is now taken away from the action by the next level in OAO going crazy at ringside.
Man, I'm telling you right now, yet again the highway robbery, and back inside the ring, a low blow. And now we're gonna see it so much prettier, aren't we? Of course.
So much prettier.
Pinfall. Greene retains, come on.
And still FIP Florida Heritage Champion, Anthony Greene.
Trevin, that was absolutely dastardly. It might have been the so much prettier, but it was an ugly way to get there for Anthony Greene.
I mean, reality of the situation is Greene was put to sleep. Arm went down 3 times, official didn't see it.
But like, meanwhile, Anthony Greene stands victorious, but I feel like there is still brawling happening outside the ring. We barely sense of calm here at ringside.